a Facebook episode, and this lioness has just been detected by a herd of impala. You may have faintly heard a pff. That was the impala's alarm call. They're possibly not entirely sure what it is they're alarming at. They are just alarmed by something, and the something is these two hungry lionesses. We stumbled upon them about 15-20 minutes ago. Our hopes were to try and track down those 5 male cheetah that we've been spending time with, but we did not have any luck doing that. I do not think they were found today, but just as well we bumped into these two ladies, because if they aren't successful now, which I don't think they are going to be, and I never thought they were going to be, I am fairly confident they will be successful later on in the evening. And the reason being is that there are huge amounts of wildebeest not far from where these lionesses are, and they are heading straight towards them. They just got a little bit caught up with this herd of impala, which obviously caught their attention, and they cleverly didn't write off the opportunity completely, or the impala have disappeared, somewhat miraculously. And I think their main focus is on the wildebeest beyond the impala. So they're just stopping, assessing the situation, and they are now heading on to, I'm sure, far easier prospects and far more plentiful prospects as the front runners of the migration herd are, I'm guessing, about 1 kilometer from where they are, maybe not that far, maybe 500 meters. Time will tell. We got to keep moving. Oh! Yes, really exciting stuff to be following lions after dark, and like I say, the prospects of where they are going and what they are then going to do are very good. Elaine, you would like to know which pride of lions these lionesses are a part of, and I do not have a clue. I have not spent enough time in this area to make a valid or even wild guess, so I'm not too sure. All I know is where we are, and that is just south of the Telek River in the Mara Reserve. So we are west of where our camp is in the triangle, east of where our camp is in the triangle. And the only lions I've actually seen in this general area were, I think, part of the Ridge Pride. They were about 5 or 6 kilometers north of us. I've heard lions calling here when spending time with the 5 male cheetahs, so it could have been these lions that I heard calling. We've also heard another male calling, we think a male, possibly in the distance, not too far from these ladies. The reason why you cannot see me is because Jandre has got a ginormous lens on the camera, and if he tried to focus on me, all you would see would be a blur. So if you are feeling seasick, I apologize, but this is as wide as he can possibly be. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to drive alongside the lions in the general direction they're heading in, so as to work out what it is they are going to come into contact with. So we're kind of traveling parallel to them. They are directly at our 9 o'clock, Jandre. Oh, you got them there, well done. And the wildebeest, and it seems like a very large herd thereof, are off at our 3 o'clock. Good evening, Shirley. You would like to know how often will lion try and hunt? Well, as often as the opportunities present themselves to them, which basically means if they are full-bellied and a herd of wildebeest comes running past, they are going to jump on the wildebeest's back and bring them down. Even though they've got no desire to eat it or no space to feed on it, they will do that. They are opportunistic hunters. Having said that, on a full belly, they can survive easily for 3 or 4 days, very easily without eating. And obviously, the more full they are, the less likely they will be to head off in search of food. But there's a stark difference between searching for food and having food stumble upon you, and that is something that we are going to experience in the coming weeks. The lion, leopard, cheetah, hyena, all the predators of this area are going to be served meals on a platter. Paula, you say this is an incredible looking lioness, and yes, she is in fine condition. She looks like she could be a young lioness because she is in such immaculate condition. Usually the older lioness will be a little bit more battle-scarred. Stephen, you would like to know how many lion are in this pride? I've got no idea. It's just these two that we've stumbled upon. They could have split up from the rest of their pride. At this stage, I've got very, very little information on them. All I can tell you, and what is important, is that they are hungry and they are heading towards a herd of wildebeest. Chandra, if you don't mind swiveling over and just panning to the 3 o'clock, just so we've got an idea of how far away they are. I am using a thermal imaging camera, a FLIR, to help me work out what's going on, and that's what's going on over there. That's a whole, it looks like a city in the FLIR, which picks up the heat signatures of the animals. And let's work out where the lion are now. So we're going to need to reposition. I'm going to continue to travel alongside the lion as much as possible, and possibly even go right onto the other side of where these wildebeest and topi are. So there's a mixed platter there waiting for the lions. Not just wildebeest, some topi dotted amongst them too. I would guess it's about 200, 250 meters until these lion will be close enough to these wildebeest to start creating a bit of pandemonium. And I just want to get you guys into a good spot so that we can switch off, keep silent and still, and watch everything unfold. It's always a bit of a tricky scenario working out where to position the vehicle when animals are hunting, because we certainly do not want to interfere and bias the luck of either the prey nor the predator. Our goal is to merely spectate, and I think that this might be the spot that we shall spectate from, at least for the time being. We've got a multitude of wildebeest, topi. You'll be able to start hearing them. There are many, many, many hundreds of them, and the lions are heading straight towards them. Heidi, you would like to know what time it is? It is 8 o'clock in the evening. It's been dark for about an hour now, and how lucky are we to be able to snoop around one of the most incredible wilderness destinations on the planet after dark with this awesome infrared camera bringing us beautiful images of what is soon to become a chaotic scene. I'm guessing these two lionesses are going to come plundering in here, and the herd is going to...
What o'clock would you guess?
The lions, they are both at 9 o'clock, and they look to be horizontal at the moment. Gendre, it could just be that we're a little bit far off, but there are 9 o'clock of us. Well done, I think you've got... Oh, no. Where are the ladies sitting? So rather than shining a spotlight now, we are going to continue to be in the pitch darkness, and the fact that we can't see the lion now isn't a problem. It just means they're a little bit far. There they are. They're up again now. No. Good. So they are lying down, and I'm just using my FLIR, the thermal camera, to work out where the lion and the prey are, and then that way I can guide Gendre in. They've cleverly decided to take a little bit of a break there, as you can see, lying down, assessing the situation, trying to work out what best to do. So I didn't give them as much credit as they were due. I thought they were just going to come blundering in here. Jane, yes, we do not want to shine any lights onto the subject. Sorry, Shayna, not Jane. So that we don't give away the lion's position if we were to shine on them. And if we were to shine on the antelope, the wildebeest and the topi, it would kind of blind them. So we wouldn't want to put them in that scenario with two lion nearby. And this infrared light is not picked up by the animals. It's just picked up by this very, very clever camera. and that allows us to be completely invisible to what is going on, and that's exactly how we want to be. Oh, what's going on here? Has they found something else to stalk? Or they found other lion? I'm guessing other lion could be the only reason why they've headed off in the opposite direction. This is really interesting. They've just turned on their heel, and what have they found here? Have a look in front, Andre. The plot thickens. I'm going to need to swivel the vehicle a little bit more, just to give Gendre... Oh, second stall in 5 minutes. Not very good going here. Third strike and Gendre will be driving and I'll be on camera, which probably won't be what you want. Good evening, Mariska. You would like to know if we're going to be spending the entire evening out, and yes, we are. We loaded up with coffee, all kinds of tasty snacks, 2 customized mattresses, and some blankets. So yes, we will be spending the whole night out. How much we sleep will be governed by these 2 ladies. If they've got... Ooh. Okay, Gendre. So, that is not what we want to see. We're live.
Welcome. And we have the lions. We're not sure who they are. Sorry, I'm just having a bit of problems with my earpiece. I'm trying to fix it, but there we go. There's a lion there in the flare. And just ahead, there are actually 3 lions here. Now, there's a male and 2 females, and they just started to get moving, and there looks to be a topee just ahead of them. Now, we've lost sight of one lioness. So there we go. You can see the topee there. Okay, Vim, you're going to have to tell me what everyone's saying.
We're on thermal.
We're on the thermal, we're on the flare. So I'm going to try and fix my communications on the fly, as we do when you're live out in the African bush. Okay. So, VM, just let me know if the lines get a bit closer. I don't think it's the earpiece, I think it's the cable. I'm going to use VM's earpiece. Okay. I'm going to take VM's earpiece. It's long enough. There we go. Okay, we're going across the Scotch quickly.
Welcome back, everyone. Thankfully, these lion have returned their interests to a more suitable prey species, and let's see what happens here. This is the front runner of the 2 lioness. The other one, I'm sure, is approaching from behind, or possibly trying to pin some more to the left. Now, it's a very, very dark evening. It's cloudy. There's not even any ambient starlight coming through. And there is a new moon at the moment. So, at the moment, there's very, very little moonlight. Jason, no, I am not anywhere near Brent and his pride of lion. I'm probably 30 or 40 kilometers away from him. He is on the opposite side of the Mara River to me. And to be honest, I'm not exactly sure where he is and what pride of lions he is with. But I can guarantee you this is a different pride. We've only got 2 lioness here. Have a quick look for the one on the left, please, Andre. hello to Shirlene. There's the other lioness there. This is exactly what they need to do. They need to create kind of a pincer movement. Shirlene, you would like to know if these are the same wildebeest that crossed at Main South today. I've got no way of knowing that. They could be, but I think those wildebeest were actually crossing from east to west, so that would cancel these out. We are on the eastern side of the Mara River. Ooh. What's happening? Where's the other lioness gone? The other lioness is still lying in front of us at about 12 o'clock, Chandra. She's not moving. I'll keep an eye on the one in front, and you keep an eye on that one out on the left there. I'm not sure if I should try and move us a little bit closer into the action quickly. I think this would be a good time to just creep a few yards forward. Because if and when they do start chasing, we don't want to be too far away from the action to see what's going on, and we're definitely not in the way of what's going on here. Okay, I'm going to stop here. There's one lioness just ahead of us, Chandra. Maybe go to the one at 12 o'clock. She's on the move now. She's just laid down though, so all good. Both of them are stationary at the moment, Chandra. The one is at about 11. There we go. Nice. I'll stay on the far one if you want to stay on this one here. Well, isn't this exciting stuff, folks? Whew. They've got plenty of options here. When I look through the flare, it is literally like we are looking into a ginormous city. There are wildebeest and topi lined up for many, many hundreds of meters in front of them. So it's all about when they decide to stalk and create some pandemonium, possibly separate some of the young, weak or old from this ginormous herd that's in front of them. Oh, Chandra, the one on the left's going, which is at about, she's going full sprint. If you go in, oh, there we go. Well done, Chandra.
Watch the other?
Yeah, I'm watching the other. She is up and stalking now, but I would... Okay. Good call. Well done, Chandra. It's a very difficult business. Like we've said, we're doing this in pitch black. We're not using any spotlights. And Chandra and I are teaming up with the various toys we have to try and keep a better idea of where the other lioness is at the moment. She seems stationary at the moment, Chandra, so I think you've picked the right one to stay on. I'm just going to creep forward again because we are getting a little bit out of range. It's always a bit scary driving in the pitch dark because you are concerned you may drive down a hole, but that is one of the joys of being in the Mara. There's large open plains which are fairly, Seth spoke too soon, fairly unobstructed by hazards like rocks and termite mounds. Okay, let's just stop here and see what they get up to. That's an old carcass she's just sniffed, it looks like. Come on, you two. That's not, they're just trying to boost one another's confidence and morale for the next hunt, because that clearly was not anything that they should be very proud of. Like I said, though, I think they are youngsters. And they're clearly showing some youthful, playful antics. That is for certain. To be fair, though, I mean, if I was one of them, I wouldn't be too concerned about the fact that we've blundered the first opportunity, because there are going to be many, many more opportunities. If they spend enough time following this herd, eventually they will get lucky. Well, you wouldn't believe it, but you're about to be taken onto Brent's vehicle, and it seems like his lioness are interested in some topi.
The male lion is roaring, and the lioness is sneaking up behind the topi. There's another lioness just out of shot to the left. And the male lion's lying right next to us, and he's just decided to start calling. The topi was asleep. It's just woken up. Is he going to run straight towards the other lioness? There we go. Now where's the second lioness? Oh, no. Oh, so close. Oh, dear, girls. Did the boy give it away? Roaring away his head right next to the topi. What are you doing, silly man? Oh, and flop. After ruining his dinner, and he is quite hungry because he would have had most of that for dinner. Well, the girls are coming back. Isn't it amazing using this FLIR camera? Well, if you're going to ruin dinner, you better well provide before dinner entertainment, sir. But he doesn't look like he's doing either. Hannah's wondering, why did that male lion start roaring? Well, Hannah, you're going to have to ask him. Well, I'm pretty sure he saw the lionesses go off stalking, and probably when he lost sight of them, he wasn't sure what they were up to. But the main reason he started roaring was another male started roaring just behind me, probably about, I'd say, a couple of kilometers behind, and he was responding to that roar. Now we can see the female doing a bit of flirting, and I'm not sure which image we're on. If we're still on the FLIR, you'll see the migration just behind. Now, I've never seen this male lion before, and we are in the triangle, so the migration has made it to the southern sections of the triangle, the Mara Triangle. And it could be members of this Egyptian Goose Pride. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't had a good chance to have a look at them yet. You can see he's listening. We can hear some hyenas in the distance as well. Let's have a quick look where the second lioness is. I wonder if she has headed off towards the wildebeest, or has she gone flat? I think she has gone flat. Now you can see, even with this incredible technology we have, if she lies down in the long grass, I think that little heat signature there might be her. And they disappear. Going to happen here for the next bit. He might give us another roar. Okay, there we go. We're in the FLIR camera, and behind you can see in heat signatures of wildebeest all over the place. So, as I was saying, the migration has reached the triangle. Now, you can see, I think one of those little heat signatures there could be the second lioness. Now, termite mounds also come out quite hot, so sometimes it can be a little bit tricky to discern which is which. Okay, there we go. There's a termite mound in the foreground. And we're surrounded by wildebeest for about 180 degrees. Okay, there are the lions. Or two of them at least. Oh, and as that male puts his head flat, we're going to say adieu for now, but remember to keep your eye on our live status. I'm going to be with these lions all night, and if anything else happens, we'll be right here, and we can't wait for you to join us. So till then, toodaloo.